Plaintiff Marcus Nichols says he met the defendant a couple years ago, and they were associates. Marcus claims he and the defendant went to a ball together, and at the end of the night, he caught the defendant drunk, laying on his car and talking on the phone. The next morning, Marcus saw scratches on his car, so he's suing for the damages. Defendant Dominic Schumann insists he was only leaning on the car, not laying on it. Dominic claims if the car was scratched at all, it was done when Marcus pulled him off the vehicle. And the reason he never paid for the damages was because he never saw a bill.
Prove your case.
I met Dominic a couple of years ago through mutual friends. We're not really friends, just associates. We kind of talk every blue moon or something like that. I was going to a ball, and basically the ball is it's like a competition. Different people compete in different categories, such as like pretty boy realness, schoolboy realness, or thug realness, or something like that.
Okay. What were you?
I don't compete all the time. I compete sometimes, but when I do I do like pretty boy realness. Basically, that's when...
You ever win?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
And so basically we were having a conversation on Facebook and Instant Messenger. I was asking if he wanted to go, because just to, get out the house or something. Mm-hmm. And he said no, because he didn't have no money. I mean, obviously. That's why we're here, one of the reasons, clearly.
No, he's going to say probably that he didn't damage your car. He probably has the money, right? You have some money, don't you?
No.
Work?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Man works. Why are you accusing him of not?
First of all, that's not true, because he goes to school in Warrensburg. I don't know where he lives at. He blocked my phone number.
All right. What's your deal? You work?
Yeah, I work.
Okay. All right. Well, you got to snap your neck at me now. Let's ask you a question, man. You don't have to get all sensitive about it.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. So what happened to the car?
Okay, so basically, after the event was over, me and Jeremy walked outside to find him inebriated, laying on my car, having a conversation on the phone.
Okay.
Mind you, he wasn't leaning on my car. I'm not quite sure why he was laying on my car like it was a bed, but I asked him to get off my car, and he did. I didn't notice anything on my car because it was nighttime and I drive a black car. But the next day, I went outside to my car, and I found several scratches on my car. And those scratches weren't there before. I mean, I would have...
Where was he laying?
He was laying on the hood and the fender.
Is that true?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Were you on his car at all?
Yes, sir. I was on his car. However, I don't think...
Where were you laying?
I was sitting on the edge of the car, like towards the side
You're not that tall, so I'm not quite sure how there will be scratches on the hood.
I don't know how there'd be scratches on the fender.
I have
And that's
pictures
like a
of it.
bumper, right?
I have pictures
Fender's
of
like
it.
a bumper, but in the front.
Let me have the pictures. And your witness want to speak? Come on up, sir. State your name.
My name is Jeremy Anderson.
What do you want to tell me about this?
After the ball, as he stated, he was inebriated. He was actually laying on the car. He wasn't sitting on it. He was actually laying on the car.
And you say he did this by laying on it?
Well, he was wearing a studded belt like this.
Do you think he was moving around? You assume he was?
I
you don't
assume that he
know?
was moving around. I'm not sure if it's when he slid off, when he after laying on it, or
Did
what.
you scratch the car at all, to your knowledge?
No, sir.
So you were laying on it with this belt. Let me see the belt, sir. Which clearly would cause damage and scratches.
Right.
And you don't believe you scratched it at all?
No, sir.
No damage?
No, sir.
Laying on it with this belt?
No, sir.
Now you're being unreasonable. Your witness want to speak?
My name is Dewan Sowell.
What do you want to tell me?
Basically, I was on the phone when he was sitting on the car, I guess, supposedly. But I mean, Marcus was
What
pretty.
were you saying to him to make him do all that?
No, actually, we are partners, and
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, you must have been.
I mean, and then just
You knew some heated talk.
No, it wasn't it was all in good terms. Like we're fine. But I mean, Marcus was pretty drunk that night, and from what I heard, he had pulled him off the car. I mean, he was telling him to come back in, and I mean, just.
Did you pull him off the car?
No.
You didn't grab my ankles and pull me off the car?
Grab your ankles and pull you
No,
off?
you didn't. You didn't.
No.
Okay.
How did he get off the car?
He got off the car himself.
I did. Okay. May I tell my side of the story?
Yes,
Anna?
go ahead.
All right. So basically, the evening started with, it was his birthday coming up, and we were on Facebook. And just to be nice, I said, happy birthday, you know, how are you going to celebrate? He said he was going to go to a ball. I said, that sounds fun. I've never been to one before. You have fun. He then responds, you should come. I was like, no, I really don't have any money. You know, it's kind of, school is wrapping up. I really don't feel like getting out the house. He then responded, I'll pay for you. You should just come. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll go. So we ended up going. He didn't explain to me what a ball was. I had never heard. I heard about them, but I didn't know exactly what they were at the time. And he knew I never went one, so I think he would have explained to me what it was. But basically, when we walked through the door, it was like a fashion show on crack. I mean, it's grown men walking around in tutus and, you know, women dressed as men and just all this stuff. But, you know, it's his birthday. And even though I don't know him that well, I'm trying to keep it pushing, keep everything in good spirits. So, you know, and I see a couple people I know there, so I'm like, cool, I'll play along, whatever. We get in a circle to, you know, watch whatever this is going on. And Marcus kind of puts his hand around my waist, and I removed it not once, but twice. After the second time, I went outside to give him a telephone call. I was sitting kind of like right here on the car. Picture, this is the hood. I'm sitting right here. He comes outside, says, why you sitting in my car? Grabs me by my ankles, kind of pulls me off. I grab the hood, finish getting down. It's on, business as normal. As he stated before, I was drinking. He's right, I was. What he failed to mention to you was he was so drunk that he lost his keys when we was inside. And we had to spend two hours.
Quiet, sir.
We spent 2 hours after everything was done, and I was way ready to go home, sitting in the parking lot, waiting for somebody to bring him his keys because he dropped them on the floor and somebody had picked them up. So after everything is over, we go home. My car was at his house because he had driven. Get back to the car. He says, why don't you come in and spend the night? I then responded, okay. We went up the stairs. I knew I didn't want to go in, so I got on the phone and acted like I was getting a phone call from him. Basically, I made the conversation sound like, why are you not at home? Where you at? You need to get home. After that, I turned to him, said, I gotta go, still holding the phone in my ear, went and got in the car. After that, when I left, I didn't hear from him for a couple days. You know, so I texted him like, are you okay? Because as you remember, he was very drunk when we went home.
Was that 2 days later you spoke with him?
No, it was the next day.
Okay.
Well, I'll be honest. One of you all did it. Scratch this man's car, and now that I'm listening, I'm almost inclined to believe that joker right there did it. That's why you didn't see it at the ball, because it happened in the middle of the night after you kept putting your arms around his partner.
That's not true.
And he called his partner.
Your Honor.
Huh?
If I was there, I would have, but I mean, I lived in St. Louis. I lived in St. Louis at the time, and they stayed in Kansas City, so there was no possible way I could have did that. So.
You have your estimate.
Yeah. I also have a Facebook
Which is another thing that I asked for. I asked for it after he called and had this conversation.
Why'd you want an estimate if you didn't think you did anything?
Because I was just like, you know what? I was drunk. Whatever, fine. I didn't mind paying for it.
Okay.
All I wanted him to do was show me estimates and pictures, not tell me estimates over the phone. I want you to send me Mako, little logo in the corner saying, this is how much you owe for these damages right here. I don't want you to tell it to me over the phone. That's not good enough.
Okay, and that's fine. So when you come see the Scratchers, we can write something up.
When you
Right, he wanted to write something up.
You say, all right then.
Yeah.
You say, all right.
Yeah, I never minded.
You said you would come and see the Scratchers.
Scratches.
Okay, but if he would actually print up or show you any of the other numerous conversations we had, he had agreed to send me a picture
That's the
when
most
it was
pertinent.
right outside.
All I need is what I've just read, and that is you saying you will come and see the Scratchers. And here are all the estimates you might need. And between the three of them, 863 seems to be reasonable. Judgment for the plaintiff against the defendant and or his mate. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I asked him to spend the night. That's because it was like 6 o'clock in the morning and he was drunk. I mean, just being a good friend. It was nothing more than that.
I don't know and I don't care. I just went to have fun, basically, pretty much, and then it turned into this.